everyone. This video is gonna be soft spoken. This is my first time doing soft spoken. I hope it's alright. I just wanted, in case anybody's also watching this that's not into ASMR, it's maybe a bit neutral, just like very soft spoken. So in my last video I mentioned that I am part of the 1000 people purge event by Ish, and I figured I'm gonna share some parts of it. It's Wednesday and we're having a build day because the first 2 days was a bit troubling. There was a lot of lag, so I'm gonna log in now. I might have to cut out quite some parts because people are talking in game a lot and it's gonna be a bit loud and probably a bit distracting for me. So I am a civilian in the desert district, so the whole event has like 3 districts, and I think there's snow, jungle, and desert, and then there's the government, and we obviously have to listen to the government, and sometimes there's gonna be a purge. There wasn't a purge yet where all laws are legal. Yeah, so currently there's some laws of like no weapons, no armor and stuff. I think today it's not really, stuff's still happening, but you're not allowed to really make plot happen because it's more just really about building. So yeah, I'm in a apparently it's laggy for people. It's been a bit struggling, but there's so many people. There's a lot of people in a very limited space, so sorry if I'm all over the place a little bit. So on the first day there wasn't much happening. We tried to get some crops going, but it was very like laggy and very hard to do anything. Alright, let's see here. I lost my font because there was some issues, I think, with my voice chat, and I got really confused. So I don't know where I was. Yeah, day 2 we tried our best with the farm. This is our farm and it came along so good, but then at the end the government called us together for an announcement. Those are the government like entrance over there. So while we were all over there, the government destroyed everybody's private farms because they said we have to farm in the middle or we can't farm privately. Also, I'm very sorry if I talk a bit in a weird accent. People around me are talking in an accent and it's kind of like affecting me, but I can't do the accent, so it sounds really bad. So I'm sorry about that. Let's turn my voice chat down by a lot just for right now. Alright, so I joined a group called the Red Highlands in the desert. I was reading through recruitments and I really didn't know what to join, and I saw these guys and it sounded like fun, but I was a bit intimidated. But I joined them and it's been a lot of fun. These are the Red Highlands. We're cowboys. My skin is also a bit inspired. My friend made it, Trip. I was working with Trip, like I told him what I wanted and stuff just a few hours before the event, so he did that so quick. I'm so happy. I think it looks great. So yeah, so today is build day because we didn't have much progress in the first 2 days, and so this is gonna be the Saloon. It's called the Second Amendment. There's people talking here, of course. Oh, this is also quite funny. Like, I have to get away, there's so many people talking. So the Saloon is no slimes allowed. So the slimes are another group and it's like our enemy. Nobody's fighting, but it's like every time you run into one of them we're just being rude to each other, and we have like a whole cowboy lexicon with like words and we insult them. I'm a bit too shy. I'm a bit socially anxious, and this event is so difficult for me, but also so much fun. To be fair, I don't know why I got accepted to this. It was 62,000 application and only 1,000 and like 300 got accepted because there's also the government. But I did say in my application that this is kind of like out of my comfort zone. I still got accepted, which is crazy. But yeah, so I'd say let's take a tour without interrupting anybody. Someone whose username I can't name right now built this cool looking thing here. There's like tree stuff going on. We were in the ground earlier. We were getting bone meal by bone mealing moss and then turning it back into bone meal and so on, and that gave us a lot of bone meal. There's a lot going on here. So this is a lot of layers. These are working on the farm. Let me see. Let me maybe give my bone meal to these guys here real quick. It's a bit laggy, but oh, there it goes. It's very laggy. I'm gonna keep like 3 bone meals on me just in case I need them. But you see, there's a lot going on with the farm and so many layers now. Wow. And at the bottom we have pigs. I've never actually really been down there all the way. What? I don't know who did that, but I have to take a screenshot of this. That's so interesting. Alright, I'm going back up. It's more up. Maybe I should have showed people where it was, because I can't explain that right now. Anyways, that's the farm. That is one of our deputies. The sheriff is currently not online, like the leader of the group, because it's a spontaneous build day that's not in the event calendar, so many people are working and stuff. But I'm in Europe, so the time, it's like 1:28 a.m. right now, so alright, so the saloon, let me go inside. Oh, that's not the entrance, I don't think. People talking around me are a bit distracting, but I'm trying. So basically, yeah, as I said, the event, I'm making a lot of cool interactions and I'm trying, but I'm also like, with my mental health and in general, I'm very shy and I'm very anxious. So I also had one like bad interaction where some people were kind of like mean to me. So, oh god, someone's mic. But the view is great. Up here, I just need to mute my voice chat even more. Let's mute the voice chat for now. So this is really great. So yeah, basically because of that I was considering streaming the event from now on, just because I could use some company. Honestly, I was thinking my streams are not going to be entertaining because I'm not really that much of a role player. I'm very anxious to do so, but honestly the stuff going around, like the stuff going on around, is so much fun. And I thought, you know, I could still stream it and I would also feel less alone in the event because I don't know anybody. I wish I told like all of my friends to join, but yeah, I'm sorry for just standing around. Let me show you some stuff. Alright, here we have Bessie. This is Bessie. She is running as Govern. She belongs to Tigerman AC, and me and Tigerman went to the government building and we were begging for a name tag because name tags are expensive and they gave us one for free, so that's amazing. So that's Bessie. She got kidnapped earlier by the evil slimes. So over here, I don't know who lives here, but I'm gonna go around now. Let's see if I can find some interesting stuff. I don't know. This is someone's property, and this is a little house over here, and then there's this house. I believe this was I think a YouTuber lives here called Foolish, I believe. I don't watch Minecraft YouTubers, so I don't know. Then over here, I believe we have the beach. I don't know if I'm allowed to go anywhere. This is Persia. This was another group I was considering joining because they're like cat themed and I think they look nice, but I decided for the cowboys in the end. And then here is the beach. Cat tree parkour. Oh, that's so cool. So yeah, over here is the beach. It's probably the biggest group in the desert. They have a massive slide and lots of water around here. Then I believe going over here, gotta watch my step, I don't want to die. Over here is the circus. They are making a big circus wheel, which I think probably claimed some lives today. I am very clumsy and I am trying to be so careful not to die by an accident. I drowned a little bit earlier, but luckily just 2 hearts. Oh, and you know what? Earlier a government person approached me and they really wanted cherry logs and I happened to have some and I gave them like 40 and they gave me all of this, which is so good. That's gonna be so good for the event. Alright, so here's back to the inside area. Let me go around. Just a lost cowgirl, I guess. I can kind of unmute myself, I believe, just running along here. I don't know who lives over here. Maybe it's the news. There's like a news place, the High Noon News. No, that's someone else. But people are going around, so I think it's I'm so shy to even walk around and look at other people's stuff. This is the High Noon News. And that's Kendechi is actually he's doing a Deku voice from My Hero Academia, and he is also running for govern. So basically the government announced that each district will have like a govern and a cabinet to like communicate between the government and the citizens. So that's those people are running. Yeah. Then I think here is a group called, I gotta get my knowledge. I looked at a map earlier. I think this might be Dead Man's Chest group. I don't really know. This was a meeting table built by I don't know who. We're not gonna approach over there because that's where the slimes live, and I do not want to be approached by the slimes. They're quite intimidating, if I may say so. It's because they are very like loud and they have a lot of or some bad words for us as well, and I am not very like spontaneous with what I say because of all my anxiety, so I'm kind of just like silent, which kind of really sucks. Don't enter. Okay, I'm not going there. The thinking cap. Interesting. So much cool stuff around, you know, and so many people. Future-ish bank branch here. Alright, so over here is the government. I don't know who built this, so there's not really a sign over here. So this is the government building. You can't go in there. So from here you go up there, and then there's like a people line over there, and then you can trade emeralds for building stuff. But to get emeralds you trade 8 bread for emerald. You trade 8 bread for emeralds, or 16 pork chops, I believe. So that's why we're doing all the farming. So, and then for emeralds you can get building blocks and stuff like that, but it's mostly friendship flower. That's so cool. And this is like a builder group, I think. Imperia safety and home construction. I don't know where my cowboys are going. I don't know what's happening, but I'm gonna follow the cowboys because I, you know, you can kind of tell it's apart from like some cowboy wear. Apparently the slimes are looking for us, so I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna go and check it out. Because you know, now there's a group, so I can show you guys where the slimes live, because they live in this apartment building over here. This might be fun, but I can't really show you guys the audio because it's gonna be so loud. Oh no, someone died. Someone's like eating on their mic or something. it sounds like eating ASMR or something. I'm just listening to stuff going. The slimes are also doing like an accent, which is quite funny. So all the people with like the armor, these are like, you know, from the government. And I think their trims determine which district they're from. And I think those green ones are from the jungle because they wanted to meet the slimes. So basically, there is a lot of stuff going on all the time. Oh my god, I cannot. Someone's microphone. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna run off now because oh no, Wood Mommy has died. I don't know who that is, but I know there's a Wood Daddy. I don't know. Honestly, you guys let me know. You guys let me know if you have seen Ish's last video. It's pretty nice. It's like 2.5 hours long, but it's entertaining. I like those videos. That's why I applied in the first place. So, but I think I toured pretty much almost everything. Oh no, I need to go that way. The lag. I really think that it's been great that they gave us a build day. Oh, there. This person died earlier, so I'm so glad they're back. I think they died because they locked in somewhere that was built over them and they suffocated. So, let's see. I think over here is a group called Pubtown. I think it's a bunch of like business owners, restaurant owners and stuff like that. That's cool. FSP. Don't know what this is. Pizzeria. That's so cool. You know, there's a lot going on. The cannibals. I don't know if I want to go in there. Papa Husk. So, in the very first day, another reason why we didn't make progress, oh, there's a casino, is because Pub Towns and the Red Highlands had a bit of an issue with the area we lived in, because we were kind of like over there, and then Pub Town was on each side of us. So then we moved over here so that they could, you know, not be split. And then over here basically is just a the Witherspoons, I believe. They're a nice group, I think. And then we're back in our corner. I kind of like where we are. I kind of like that we're like the furthest away from that. I guess the beach is further away, but you know, things are getting along. And also, I can show you guys. This is kind of the schematics. And there's gonna be buildings. Don't really know. Things are really gonna be tied together. but that makes sense, I guess. Our build is gonna be all the way over here. Does that even fit? There might be some issues. Maybe the schematic isn't accurate anymore. Is this the place where the election is held? Honestly, I don't even know anymore. But this is our saloon. I think it's almost done. I think. Oh no, not yet. Oh. There's the schematic. Now it looks more like the buildings. This is a train station, I believe. Yeah, and then over here is gonna be like a cat cafe, I believe, by a person called Daisy. And earlier on Discord she asked if someone wants to like move in with her because she has some space, and I was like, maybe me. Because I don't have a home yet. I don't have like a personal build or anything. I'm kind of here to mostly help people around me, and yeah, I've been helping with farming and all of those stuff. And yeah, honestly, I think I've already recorded way longer than I wanted to. Maybe just about. It's about 20 minutes. I'm gonna upload this tomorrow before streaming, and if you see this, I might be streaming later tonight. The event is from my time, midnight to 2 a.m, which I think I'm in Central Europe. I think for like East Coast NA, I know it's 6 p.m. to 8 p.m, so you know, depending where you live. And it's gonna be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Obviously I'm expecting to die pretty soon. Someone's gonna come around, kill me in a purge or something, or I just fall and die from fall damage, and then, you know, that kind of seals my fate. But we hope not. I hope I get to enjoy it a bit more, and yeah, I hope I see you guys in the stream. And yeah, sleep well, relax well, and I hope I see you next time. Bye bye.